Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry that I have a sore throat. I do have kind of a bit of a sore throat and a raspy voice, but I wanted to get this review up. I was meant to get it out sooner, but I was like, better late than never, right? But I am here to give you my video review thoughts on the long-awaited sequel of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, starring Haley Steinfeld, Shamika Moore, Oscar Isaac, and Jake Johnson. Miles Morales goes across the multiverse where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence. The heroes clash how to handle the new threat. Miles must refine what it means to be a hero. If you guys didn't know, I am not a huge fan of Into Spider-Verse. Like, I like Into Spider-Verse, but I don't think it's like the best anime movie ever kind of thing. I think that best anime movies are the stuff like Disney and Pixar and DreamWorks. Like, if you think that Spider movies, yeah, sure, but I think that it owes to more like Toy Story or Shrek or something like that, or How to Train Your Dragon. So because I wasn't a person that loved the first one, I really want to see this one, but I really like this one. I wouldn't go as far as to say that I loved it, but I liked it. I liked it a little bit more than the first one. I need to give the first one a rewatch, but I remember giving the first film two stars. Probably now I would give it a little bit more of a higher rating. So I definitely need to go back and watch Into the Spider-Verse again. But from what I remember of Into the Spider-Verse is that a lot of the jokes here, and I loved the characters, but I think that like the idea of not doing, because you could say that I'm spoiled by the MCU, because if you've seen my Into Spider-Verse review that I did when No Way Home came out, I said they should have done a Peter B. Parker movie, they should have done a Spider-Gwen movie, they should have done a Peter Porker movie, they should have done a Spider-Man Noir movie, and then the Spider-Verse does the thing where it does do in that movie where it interrupts Miles' story. I think if the Spider-Verse came down in Miles' movie, which is the way that it kind of plays out in that movie, I think that would be really cool to see with more of a build-up. I am going to do another video, which is Spider-Man No Way Home versus Into Spider-Verse. And that's going to be like why I think that No Way Home is better than Into the Spider-Verse. Because Spider-Man No Way Home is my favorite movie of all time. But Into Spider-Verse is nowhere close to my favorite movies of all time. But I do like it. So I think that's one of those things where it's like, I thought that the length of this movie was a bit too long, and I thought that it was great animation styles from the cameos to the main story. I thought that was really, really good, and I bet if you're watching this review, you've seen this movie. They keep true to the animation style of the Spider-Mans that came before. And not like they gave it that Into Spider-Verse style where it's like, here's this Spider-Man and he's the exact same animation style as Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy. I'm glad that they didn't do that. I think that's one of the things where it's like, if they did do that, I'd be going like, oh, dang it. But no, so I think, and I thought that Gwen is now one of my favorite Spider-Man characters, let alone of these movies. Miles has been stepped up since the first one. P.B. Parker is very funny in this one, and better in this one than the first one. The first one, he was a bit of a jerk, because I'm a big Peter Parker fan, but the first one made me dislike that version of Peter Parker because he was acting like such a doof. But I liked Gwen in the first movie, I liked Miles in the first movie, and the fact that this one leaves on a cliffhanger is crazy. And the other thing is too, I thought that the action was great, but every action scene ended up with some sort of joke. One of the things that I wasn't a big fan of, because the main villain of this movie is the Spot. I know that comics wise, the Spot can be kind of a joke villain, but they kind of made him a joke villain in this. I couldn't take him seriously, so before I went to the movies to see this, I heard all this up about the Spot and how he's one of the more threatening villains in a Spider-Man movie. I'm like, okay. Because I saw that trial where Miles sees him in the deli or whatever, and Brett starts spilling it. I'm like, really? That's serious? But when I saw it, I was like, oh no, that's all jokes. So I was one of the things where it's like, I don't know. I like the Spot, but I think that he will be more threatening in Beyond the Spider-Verse that will come up next year. And I think it's one of the things where it's like, I just don't think that Spider-Man is a character that fits comedy. Even though they does do the quips, but it's like, Spider-Man is good at doing serious storylines with the quips while he's fighting. I don't think that he fits like a true comedy like into Spider-Verse. I think that's why I kind of was like, I don't really love Into Spider-Verse. But I do like this one. I think that this one is a step above Into Spider-Verse. So I need to give Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 4 out of 5 stars. I liked it better than the first one. I do need to give the first one another rewatch to give it another chance to see where it ends up falling and stuff. But this movie is my favourite out of the two movies. And I want Beyond the Spider-Verse to come out sooner rather than later. But I know that that's not really going to happen because you have all these different things that need to happen in that movie. And after that cliffhanger, I'm super excited to see that movie next year. So guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Hit subscribe, also hit the little bell icon to get notified of future videos that I make. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.